My heart and my head is just so full. We were able to meet with so many powerful people with powerful ideas. I think that my major takeaway is that we have a long way to go, but we've come so far in a very short period of time. I think the most amazing part was coming to ECO and seeing a fully independent and autonomous building that is off the grid, and every time a problem arises, the collective came together to solve that. And I think that we have the energy, the power, the wit, and intelligence to do something very similar in Buffalo. So I can't wait to take back learnings and continue to grow our cooperative movement in solidarity and fight for collective liberation.
We have been exploring projects and demonstrations and autonomous spaces that are sites of resistance against capitalism, against fascism, that are preserving spaces for everyday people to imagine and to build and to come together to discuss, to resist, to meet their own needs. We started out today at Traficantes de Sueños with Bea and Isidro. We learned about the history of the political economy of Madrid from 1975 to present, how that has shaped the current movement in Madrid. We learned about Traficantes and the many projects that they have between the bookstores and the publishing house, and the relationship between social movements and political education, and the bookstore and the ways in which they are mutually informing each other, the way that movements are expanding enterprises, and the ways that these enterprises are resourcing movements, and the way that this is all part of an explicit political project to resist the forces of fascism and to resist the forces of capitalism and to build a solidarity economy. And we came down here to Carabanchel. We had a beautiful, beautiful lunch prepared for us, and incredible tour of spaces of occupation where people are coming together to reclaim urban space and shape it in their own imagination as spaces for work, and spaces for carpentry and for building and for celebration and music production. We came here to ECO, a 6th-floor occupied space that installed solar on the roof and its own water reclamation project to power what is a gym and a gathering space and a maker space and a space for people to come and be and build. And throughout all of it, there is a very clear story and a very clear political lineage, and so much of it comes out of the 15M movement, and all of that is very sewn throughout the fabric of everything that they're doing.
We have been on this international solidarity tour where I have been absolutely inspired by all of the people that we have met, all of the places that we have been. One of the places that we were this morning, early morning, was Senda de Cuidados, and really thinking about how we think about our care. So Senda de Cuidados is really working with domestic and healthcare workers and thinking about the humanity in the way that we do work, thinking about the dignity that is within that, and being able to see sort of that mutual aid on the ground happening here in Madrid was really not only beautiful, but really touching in a way that I think brought together the way in which we think about our movements, the way in which we think about resistance, and that it is deeply rooted in our humanity. It is deeply rooted in our connection and relationship with each other. And I think that that's one of the things that is so exciting about this Solidarity Tour, is that not only are we seeing that in real time, but we are also building upon and making those connections that we need to make this even greater than ourselves, right? We're from Buffalo and we're making those connections in Madrid. We'll be making them in other places and cities throughout Europe. And it's because we want to make sure that we're able to make this movement something more than ourselves, that we are able to make those connections, that it is international, that we're having those conversations about what cooperative looks like beyond us, what the movement looks like beyond us. And I think that that's one of the things that is absolutely amazing, because although there are so many differences and we may be looking to us here in Buffalo, looking to folks in Spain as sort of the path for us, there are also things that they're looking to us about. So making sure that we're deepening those relationships, deepening those connections, and really living in the values and the truth that cooperation and the solidarity economy is all about. So I'm really happy to be able to do that and to be doing more of it as we continue on this tour.